Hello guys, it's me, TONIK TZW, here with a Tier 7 Premium Italian destroyer, the Paolo Emilio. I've already got the Tier 4 and Tier 5 early access destroyers, and I'm currently playing the Tier 5 at the moment, but I'm guessing that this one's probably close to what the Tier 7 will play like. But I'll have to finish that grind to find out. I picked this one up for the 750,000 global XP a while back, and it is a bit of a one-trick pony with this whole engine boost, rolling smoke, and torpedoes business. But that isn't to say that you'll always get a bad game. I do have to say that the games can be very situational in this. You get a lot of big ships where you've got some cover, you can roll in, you can sneak up, you can use the engine boost, and then you can get in close and you can get the torpedoes off, turn and get away from it. It's an absolute dream, and I have no doubt that many a battleship captain have screamed in rage at their television at the rolling smoke of a YOLO run coming towards them, and then the ominous beep, beep, beep of torpedoes coming towards them. Now, what made this one a little bit more difficult to think about was the fact it was a carrier match. And I know where the carrier roughly spawns on this map, up in the top left-hand corner of the minimap for red team and the bottom right-hand corner of the minimap for blue team. So I was thinking that if I push across to the small islands, then I can use them to do a little bit of duck and cover. Now, the only trouble is with rushing forward early in the game is all the enemy team ships are still quite close together, and it is very easy to get focused. So I normally say, don't abandon your cap and this, that, and the other, and play your flank, but that is not where I need to be. I don't need to be over on the left flank. I need to be over here, because this is where I am going to do my best work. As far as I can see it, it's quite an agile destroyer. It's relatively speedy, it's got good turns on it, and these torpedoes do pack a punch when they connect, and you have, I think it's 2 sets of 3 on each side, and the number of times I've seen a YOLO run go straight through the middle of 2 or more battleships and pick up double strikes is crazy. I don't like to see this in a game if I'm in a battleship. But I'm looking around, I'm scouting around, and I'm planning on where I'm going to do my run. And I'm thinking, okay, the first run is going to be from out behind this island. We're going to go in against that Scharnhorst, and this should be an easy kill. I'm keeping him spotted there on the edge of the screen, but as I'm going to come around the corner, he's just going to get absolutely blattered, to be honest. And I'm thinking, well, he's taken all those hits. We've got the guns ready. We may as well just put a shot on him as we come around the corner. And here we go. And this is going to be one of the cheapest shots going. What's that? We're barely into triple figures there with a 370 XP kill. And let's just say it, I don't think it's going to get much bigger than that. But that destroyer panics, pops a smoke screen, and so I'm using the island for cover. My engine boost is still running. I haven't used my smoke yet because I deemed it wasn't worth using it to roll onto that Scharnhorst given the low health that he had. But that Bismarck knows I'm here, and I am using the mod that gives me 3 kilometers detection of other ships, and I'm guessing that this Bismarck is doing the same, because as I come round and come into range of him, torps are up, first salvo off, and then expecting a turn, we put another salvo. There we go, we're turning straight away because his secondaries are going. Gun lock, weirdly, doesn't lock to the closest target. I take a bit of a pounding, Bismarck dies. That is, I won't say a perfect run-in from a YOLO Emilio, but that is an example of how you can completely blindside and ambush a ship coming from behind cover in that rolling smoke. Now, if he'd have had his sonar running, that would have been a different story. Apologies, I had to mute my mic there for a big yawn because I'm still having to nap with having been so ill this week. Now, the carrier in this match is across there on his own because it appears that everything that was on that side of the map has kind of been bumped. The destroyer appears behind me, and I decide just to use the island to break that line of sight on me and push and think, do I go onto him here or do I push all the way back across and help the carrier because he's on his own. The YOLO Emilio on that side has closed in on him, and that's not good, and it's going to be the end of our carrier, which is unfortunate. We do have another destroyer in this game, and he's all the way across there somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but he seems to have run all the way across for the red team carrier and got himself into a bit of a stir. So I'm thinking, well, they can take care of him. We've got a battleship here. We know we've got a destroyer here. The carrier's there. What we don't want is for these guys to come in on our flank and start knocking our ships off the map because we are at a slight disadvantage. We're on 2 kills on 13,997 damage, which isn't a lot really. But with the build that I'm running on this, where I'm going for torpedo reload and smoke with the engine boosts, my dispersion is absolutely awful, and it's going to take a while. And I think this is punishment by RNG for sneaking that kill at the start. He's like, no, we're going to let this guy get guns on you. We're going to let you be spotted for absolutely ages. And we might just let somebody else have the kill on this one because those guns are looking at me. But there we are. He is gone. I managed to survive. Damage total hasn't gone up very much at all, really, to 20,000. And there is Red Team's YOLO Emilio, who is also very low health. And it's almost embarrassing to be putting a Kraken video online with such a dismal damage total, because I know everybody expects, you know, a Kraken to be some huge, massive, amazingly wonderful game, but they aren't all huge, mad, amazingly wonderful games. Some of your best games are little games like this, where I'm literally going around the map and having to pick up the pieces to try and make sure that our team has an advantage and can take the win, and it's a long way across the map. Here we go. RNG again is absolutely shafting me on every shot against this YOLO Emilio, and imagine his guns would be a lot more accurate if he turns around and gets them onto me. But as I said, it's quite a slow turret traverse, and my only blessing is that his guns were out for that other destroyer. So we're on 4 kills. You know it's a Kraken video. And what do we do from here? Well, we're completely the wrong side of the map from where the rest of the enemy team are. So the first thing we've got to do is get all the way back across there, and that's going to take us a bit of time.
The other destroyer's over here by what ship is this? By the Polo Emilio.
So should we play some like interlude music here, some lift music, while we sail back across the map and attempt to get back into action? Look at that, it's a long way. And I'm kind of pinging where the eye was last seen, and they said that destroyer is still out there as well. Only 2 destroyers in this game. we lost our carrier. Should we have lost our carrier? Potentially. No, but I didn't see exactly what happened over here. But as you know, carriers spot your destroyers, keep them spotted. Once they're dead, then go after your big targets.
Going around the island.
For me, as a destroyer player, I started on the left, I went all the way across the right, I've gone all the way back to the left again, and now I'm going all the way back to the right. And it seems that I'm doing a bit of the legwork here and trying to get back in a position. So here we go. We've got one battleship there. We're going to get the other guy spotted soon. And again, the reason I favoured this side of the map at the start of the game was because of the cover that it gives me with these small islands. It gives me the opportunity to run in undetected, and then we can drop the torpedo bomb onto these battleships. So I'm looking at this guy, I'm going to flick up my torpedo indicator, we're going to see what kind of range he's going to be at when we come past that island, because we could put the two left tubes out, and then we could swing to the left and put our two right tubes out, potentially on that other battleship, because this smoke is going to roll for a long time. We know where the destroyer is, out there on our left side as well, so we're getting everything ready in a position. He's still going to be out of range, and I just want to roll in, drop the torps, convert this to a Kraken, and we will have the game done with, I think. So there's the smoke, he's in range, we turn, we put one salvo of torpedoes out, we put another salvo of torpedoes out, and that's looking good, but he's burning, and I'm thinking, I want a Kraken again, come on, give me a Kraken. So we go guns, but it is not me that is going to get him. And so I think, okay, we've got the KGV there, let's keep pushing. But did you see what happens here next? The Iowa gets the KGV just as I'm rolling this smoke around the corner, and I'm watching a Kraken disappear before my very eyes, and this is not going to be an easy one to convert. Honestly, I thought the game was playing games with me. We know where the destroyer is, he was pushing this way. I haven't got torps on the left, but we know where he is. We're going to come around the corner. He's going to be right there in front of us. And I think the only blessing is that he has fired his torpedoes. So here we go, two guns on the front. But obviously, now that I can see him, everybody wants a piece of this guy. He knocks out my engine. I knock out his engine. Torps out. He's going to turn out of those. But this guy either doesn't have a legendary commander, or he hasn't got the right skill set. So I decide that what I'm going to do is I'm going to chase this guy while his engine's out, and I am going to knock him again, and then I'm going to ram him. He's burning. I've got the kill. The ram is coming.
Nice.
Come on. Tap, 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 tap. No, we've gotten past him, but he can't turn his turrets quick enough. What is going on here? And then I'm thinking, I'm going to lose it. Everybody else has got the kill. But no, there we go. Kraken unleashed 132 with a very miserly 32,500 damage. But we did get first blood, and it is a rather mediocre mid-board finish with 1,662 base XP. Not one of my proudest games ever, but hey, it's a Kraken and it counts. What can I say? So I hope you've enjoyed that little bit of a jaunt around the map and a little show and tell with the YOLO Emilio. Not the biggest, not the best, certainly not the greatest, but a Kraken all the same. Until next time, take care and goodbye.